Well, hi, I'm Pastor Bruce Parker, and we're here at Faith Bible Church, formerly the First Baptist Church in Hood River. And I've been asked to share with you a little bit of the process through which we went as a church in changing the church's name. This really wasn't something that happened just overnight. It has been a process. We have noted over the course of a number of years people who just wouldn't come here, and the reason that they gave, not only to us but some of our members who invited them to church, was a Baptist church. Their experience with Baptist churches over the years had been fraught with all kinds of problems. And as we began to do some research and study the issues and look at some of the problems, we realized that the label Baptist today means so many different things. And we're not ashamed of being called a Baptist. We're not ashamed of being a conservative Baptist. As we did some research, we discovered there's over 200 Baptist denominations in our nation alone. And there's lots of issues and reasons for why those labels exist. We did some research over some time. We had to really go slow, wait for members of our congregation to understand the landscape, if you will, and why maybe this would be a good time for us to consider a name change. Back in the fall of 2013, we presented at our quarterly meeting the possibility of considering a name change. We just wanted to break the ice, and we wanted to get feedback. We threw some things out there that people might associate with, some things that we felt hurting our image rather than helping. One of the questions that we had frequently is, are we going to leave the Conservative Baptist movement? CB Northwest has been so much a part of this church for years, and some of our people have been rooted and grounded in CB Northwest truths and teachings and doctrines, and I would just say that no, actually, we appreciate the direction that CB Northwest and the influence they have had on the Baptist churches of the Northwest. And in fact, many of our CB Northwest churches don't actually carry the name Baptist in their title either, maybe for some of the same reasons. But no, we didn't want to depart from those roots. We believe in those roots. It's just that many out there have misunderstandings about what those roots really mean spiritually and how closely connected they are to the Bible. We decided to bring this to a vote, and we really weren't sure. We were prepared to say, okay, we'll remain First Baptist Church if that's what the Lord has for us, but if our folks were really behind this, then we would proceed further. And that vote was overwhelmingly favorable. In fact, I think we only had 2 negative responses, but the overwhelming majority of our family was in favor of changing the name to Faith Bible Church. One question that certainly has been asked is, what has happened since our name change? Well, it's real fresh, it's real new, but just this past Sunday we had a family visit as a result of our new sign, and they came in wondering if we were the same church with a new name or if we were a different church. And I answered the question both. Really, we are a different church from what we used to be years ago. Of course, changes happen all the time, and we're thankful for the changes that God has made here. We're thankful for the structure that we have. Years ago, we didn't have elders, and yet elders are biblical, and we now have a biblical eldership here at this church. So there are some things that certainly have changed from the old First Baptist Church, but yet we still are the same body of believers that have loved the Lord and worshiped here for years. And this family was actually encouraged. They told me they were here last week and that they came back again this week, but they now had some questions that they wanted to ask, and that was one of them, and it was related to our new sign, our new name. And we pray that we'll see them back. We do anticipate that we're going to get other people that will check us out because we do have a new name. That's the reason that we changed that name, because we felt we were alienating too many people from this community who had stigmas in their mind concerning the name Baptist. And we hope that we see that continue now into the future.